Moving to Central Africa now, fighting has escalated between the rebels and the army in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The M23 rebels have reportedly closed in on a strategic town in the eastern part of the country. The Congolese army has tried to push back against the rebel group, which has almost entirely encircled Goma in the North Kivu province. Reports say the rebels are just 5 kilometers away from the center of the Kanyabayonga town. Now, civilians in the region have started fleeing to the north, and the town is in the process of emptying itself. Now, this comes after the rebels seized the town of Kyaghala earlier this week, which led people to flee towards Kanyabayonga. Now, clashes were also reported in the Masisi area around Sake, which is only about 20 kilometers west of Goma. Meanwhile, on the 28th of May, around 10 people were killed in skirmishes after a bomb landed on houses in a nearby town. The string of clashes comes as the M23 has dramatically amplified its attacks in recent months. The M23, or the March 23 movement, is one of the prominent insurgent groups active in the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is a primarily Tutsi-led rebel group which claims to be fighting for the interests of the Tutsi community. Since resuming its armed campaign in 2021, the rebels have made significant gains, capturing swathes of territory. And now there are fears that Goma, which is home to some 2 million people, could soon fall to the advancing M23 rebels, while the death toll keeps mounting. The offensive has forced the exodus of thousands of civilians.
I was asleep when we started hearing gunshots, so we decided to take cover. The gunshots continued to increase this morning, which is why we have decided to flee with our belongings. People are saying that they saw unfamiliar soldiers. They are still there.
We decided to leave our village because of the war. The war started at 3 a.m. Until this morning, there was still a lot of shooting. We learned that it was the M23 that intruded on the city of Kibamba. That is why we fled with permission from our local authorities, who told us that the situation was dangerous.
As per the United Nations estimates, nearly 7 million people were internally displaced by the end of 2023. In North Kivu alone, about 2.5 million people were displaced. Meanwhile, in April this year, the UN warned that the conflict could spell a widespread catastrophe. It added that the current conflicts have escalated levels of gender-based violence, displacement, and hunger in the eastern region. South Africa's May 29th elections.
It was the start of change in the country.
We are on the verge of history.
I am standing here at the forefront of change, where voices echo the call for action. The nation grapples with an unemployment crisis. As South Africans prepare to cast their votes, the question looms, will the winds of change usher in a new era, or will the legacy of the past maintain its grip on the future?